Right, the Oxley Feed Mills Veteran Drivers Race is back. Erik Hendrix, hello my friend.
Paul, good to see you again.
I love this time of year. It's a lot of fun. 4th of December for Oxley Feed Mills and the Bendigo Harness Racing Club. It's a celebration of some of the great personalities, if you like, of our industry.
Yeah, well, I like to call them legends, but HRV won't let me call them legends, so we've got to keep calling them veterans. But yeah, it's a great opportunity to honour their careers and what they've done in their time. And I'm only a short young pup in the industry here, but these guys are dating back 60 years of racing in the industry.
They actually get to race for this plate here, and I might take a photo of it and blow it up a little bit so people can see the names. Keithy Pratt, the inaugural one, saw Keithy here the other night, so it was great to see him. Unfortunately, Dickie Lee now passed. Graham Whittle, Glenn Williams, Brian Gaff, Russell Thompson, Brian Gaff again, Lance Justice in 2019, Deborah Wicks in 2022. We missed a couple of years with COVID, and then David Aiken last year. You've got to get the scratching up to date, but they've been our winners so far, and a lot of fun had. You've got a couple of new ones. Let's read out a bit of the criteria. Let's get a little bit so people understand exactly how you get invited to this.
Yeah, so I've been, we've come under a little bit of fire the last several years since I've been doing it anyway, just with, some other people out there and why they think they should be getting a run or not. But it was originally structured back in the day that men had to be over 60 years of age, ladies 50 years of age. They need to be a current licensed driver. Driven in the 70s, traditionally local, had driven at the showground. So that was one of the big ones that a lot of people weren't ticking. So it was... and
that's getting harder and harder now.
It is. So the net's starting to open on this sort of stuff now. We're looking at... we're taking on advice too from other people that are writing in and saying, we should be able to nominate this person, but it's good. It's good that people are showing interest in it. But some other stuff was, we really wanted to see some Group 1 winners in there as well. So Hunter Cup, New Zealand Cup, Victorian Cup, Inter Doms, Miracle Miles, Moonee Valley wins. So we were trying to grab the best of the best, and as we know, people are getting older now, so a lot of this history, especially the showgrounds history, is starting to move on now. We need to open up the umbrella a little bit to see who the next generation are coming through.
And the one thing they need to be is a current licence holder, which you did say there, because they are actually racing. It's a TAB race. Yep. It's run underneath with the harness racing rules, so they've got to be, responsible, and that it's not just get out there and have a bit of a hit and giggle.
Oh, no, and I tell you what, this is the race that makes me the nervous all year, because I can see a little bit of white line fever by these boys, especially the Jimmy O'Sullivans and Ginger Gleesons and Glenn Conroy's, the eyes just light up when they see this sort of race. So
Glenn loves it.
I tell you what, and even like Brian Gath, he the last few years I've seen him hit some gaps that just aren't even there. So, but he just knows where it is. The years of experience, they can just find him.
Now, you've been trickling these out. This is we're actually pre-recording this because I'm going to be in Queensland when we're putting this out. But those guys there are the ones coming back. So Brian Gaff, Mark Hayes, Jeff Webster, Jimmy O'Sullivan, Glenn Conroy, and Ginger Gleeson. They were here last year. So when we say they're coming back, they were here last year. So those ones have been asked back. We've got a couple of scratchings. We might go through the scratchings before we say the new ones. So Akey, of course, has moved to Sydney, and it's Inter-Dominion time, so he'll be busy, as is John Justice with Mufasa Metro up there. And then the joys of getting old. Unfortunately, Deborah Wicks-Moss, the dreaded hip operation, which I think a lot of us have to...
She was filthy, actually. I rang her and she said, I'm in. And I said, it's like 10 days away. And she goes, I don't know. I need to get a medical clearance. So,
so unfortunately, that's one. And Graham Whittle as well, unable to drive, so he won't be here. Yeah, I had a Group 2 winner the other night too, off the sidelines. He didn't get to drive it, but got to see it. So, I mean, he would have been up and about. So we now have 4 new drivers. So, and I wonder, and there's one name there I was giggling at just then, I wonder if they're happy to have been called out, or do they already know these guys?
Well, I had a little bit of it. Yeah, they have accepted their positions on the night.
What's a phone call like before you say their name?
I have a little bit of a team meeting as to who we think will, and then I get some strong advice as these people will be very upset that you've asked them to drive in the veteran driver race. So, but no, they actually took it really well, and some of them are actually waiting for the phone call now. I had it on good advice that I won't tell you who, but one of these names names on the list. Was waiting for the phone call, so very excited to get it when I did. So, but Kenny Tippett's getting a run this year. Been in the industry forever and done a lot of good things. Ross Payne, Group 1 winner in his time.
We get some international flavour too, being a Kiwi as well.
So, this could spark a bit of a war overseas. Rita Burnett is going to represent the females, and Neil McCallum. He's been around for forever and a few Group 1 winners under his belt, and it's good to see some new faces in.
Yeah, no, that's what I was giggling at. I'm thinking, what about a touchy phone call when you ring Pecco and say, oh, you're eligible for the veteran drivers race?
He said to me he didn't realise he was getting that old, and he said it's probably about time I have a crack at it. So, but no, look, as I said, a few people now are really excited that this comes around, and a few avoid the dreaded phone calls. So I did have a few knockbacks, I'll say that.
But that's actually what it is, and it's always been the Oxley females. Great supporters, great sponsors of it.
Yep.
Well, I will say the club, they do this once a year.
Yep.
It's a commitment that they've had. The boys, I got down there last year and had a look at their factory, the chaff, what they do for a community not that far from here, around that Newstead area. They're outstanding. They come here, make way in your cars and floats if you've got horses in these races, because they donate feed. It doesn't come, they don't, I'm not saying they will, we don't know if they will or they won't, but they generally do, the boys.
They're definitely coming, their Christmas party as well, so good luck.
And they bring a bit of hay and a few other things.
Yep.
They know how to have some fun, and they love it as well.
Yeah, and they have been fantastic supporters in my time. I've been out here nearly 7 years now. That's gone fast, and they can't do enough for this event. And we're looking at trying to grow it and potentially look at maybe a possible invite from a New South Wales veteran or even another state. But we're trying to work out the logistics of that and the costings to bring someone down. But we're always looking for new ideas to grow this event, and the fact that they're bringing down a trailer load of lucerne and oat, and the trainers that are entering their horses, they all get to walk away with something, even if they come last. It's just a great concept. So
Yeah, put your horse in the race. Make sure you nominate your horses for the race.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. I don't like that one 2018 because I actually know who ran second that night. That was us. Lance Justice was in the sulky on us, but Brian Gaff got to beat us that night. So I do actually remember that one. But it is a great race, and we want people to support it and get behind it. You did just say then too, Eric, though, December 4, Christmas parties.
Yep.
They're upon us. Some people don't want to think Christmas is that close. It's sort of not that close, but by the time this comes around, it's basically going to be 10 days from when we've recorded it, but it'll be about a week. They're going to be upon us, so make sure you make your bookings. You've still got bookings available here at Bendigo on certain nights.
Yeah, for sure. Like December's busy. We were obviously the 4th with the Oxley Female Veteran Driver Race. The week after that's a bit of a nothing meeting, but then the following week is Elmore Cup out here, and that's where we sort of have, I guess, penciled in a bit of a Christmas menu upstairs and a Christmas themed night upstairs. So, and then we roll into our cup in Jan 4th, the Garrett's Horse and Hound Bendigo Pacing Cup, and the Group 1 out of Barron Park Maori Mile. So,
plenty happening.
Massive 6 weeks for me.
Eric, thank you. Well done to Bendigo Harness Racing Club and everyone behind there, Oxley Females as well. Congratulations to all the drivers that have been nominated for the Bendigo Harness Racing Club Oxley Females Veteran Drivers Race. Great little trophy as well. They get their name on it, so this will be on display, I imagine, all night. So, and it is a lot of fun. I'll be on the microphone. We'll have a couple of random interviews. We'll get something random out of some of their mouths. I've got no doubt about that.
Oh, it's fine. Well, look, talk about random, actually. Last year, Glenn Conroy, in your pre-interview, he potted everyone, and then for the interviews upstairs on the night and the team photo, he was nowhere to be seen.
For the photo,
so I'm actually curious as to whether he was hiding from him or whether he just had other engagements.
No, he'll be right. Eric, well done. Well done to everyone. Thank you very much, mate.
All right, thank you.